Orrington man has been charged with murder following the death of his 12-week-old infant. On Friday, authorities were called to a house in Orrington for an unresponsive infant. State police say the infant, Lila Samuels, was taken to a Bangor hospital where she died Sunday. An autopsy determined the baby's death was a homicide. After investigating, state police arrested the infant's father, 24-year-old Sean Samuels. Samuels is charged with murder, domestic violence, elevated aggravated assault, and 2 counts of violation of bail. He's being held at Penobscot County Jail and is scheduled to make his first court appearance tomorrow morning. State police are asking anyone with information related to this case to call them at 973-3700.